Hey guys, it's Keith, and I told you I'd be coming up with some more videos on the utilization of the equity of your home. And over the last several days, we've been coming up with some really good nuggets. And the most recent one we just did was the 3 smartest moves you can use for the equity of your home. Let's talk today about the 3 not so smart moves for the equity of your home. So let's talk about lifestyle. Let's say you're using the equity of your home to keep up with what I call the Joneses, right? You're taking a home equity line out and you're going out and buying expensive things that you normally wouldn't be able to afford. You're taking these lavish vacations by using the equity of your home. You're buying all of these ridiculous things that are very expensive that you normally wouldn't be buying. You're lending money to people that you'll never get back. And you're making just not very smart decisions when it comes to your lifestyle. And, that's a mindset, right? So lifestyle, when it comes to the equity of your home, you need to be very careful with it, because once you spend it, you owe it. And so when you spend the money on something that you have with equity, you want to make sure that it's going to do something that's going to move it in a positive direction, not the other way around. Right? Taking a vacation, buying an expensive car, lending money, doing silly things that you can't recapture, right? That's not a smart lifestyle decision. So think about your lifestyle before using the equity of your home. And let's talk about paying off debt. Now, I just told you in the previous video that debt consolidation is a really good way to get cash flow back into your home. It is, but it also could be not. So let's say you take and pay off all your credit card debt, saves you all this money, but all of a sudden you don't change your mindset and you go back out and charge up the debt again, because now you have all the ability on your credit cards to go out and buy more things, take those ridiculous vacations, buy things you shouldn't be buying, spending things that you shouldn't be spending money on. And all of a sudden, within 2 years, you're right back where you were, having to do another debt consolidation, refinance, or maybe you can't because there's not enough equity in your home because you just did it before. So credit card debt consolidation is a really good way, but it also can be a bad way if you don't change your mindset by changing up your budget. And your budget's a huge thing to discuss. Let's talk about investing. Now, we just talked about investment properties in the last video, and I tell you how I think they're a great vehicle to be able to help increase cash flow and passive income and stuff like that. And they really are. But here's the thing. If you buy speculative things or things that you don't know what you're doing, or let's just say you go out and you go and buy an investment property without talking to anybody because you think it's a great idea, but you then get into a landmine and it ends up being a bad investment because you didn't talk with anybody. Or let's say you're going to take out money from the equity of your home and you're going to invest it into stocks, but yet you've never invested in stocks before. You don't talk to anybody, but you watched a video by somebody online and they thought it was a great idea, and you go and start buying stocks. Speculation or speculative purchases on investments can go good or bad. I can be honest with you, I've seen a lot more go bad than good, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So surrounding yourself with people that can help look at your money like it's theirs, like somebody like myself, I have no emotion to what you're doing. So I'll tell you, hey, listen, I don't think that's a good idea. Or, listen, let's talk about this a little bit more. Or, hey, I would stay away from that, right? So listen, if you're interested in learning a little bit about more your equity, what you should or should not do, text me back at 603-759-8401. Tell me more. That's again, Keith Chabot, 603-759-8401. Tell me more. Until next time, this is Keith.